So you're saying pro can bet on college. College can't bet on pro.
College as of yesterday can bet.
College can bet on pro.
As of yesterday now, college athletes can bet on pro sports.
So what about college coaches on pro sports?
I don't know.
Because all I want to do is take the Wemby bet. Whatever I can do is take that. That's what I want to do.
Did you see that 40 points, 15 rebounds last night?
Yeah. Impressive.
I ain't get to see it. I got too much other stuff, but I watched the highlights. I've been telling everybody in our building and everybody for the last year that this guy might end up being the best athlete to ever walk Earth. Right? Like, just all the stuff that he's done and playing the way he took. I watched the highlights, though, every time he played. He went through his legs, come back, that step back three. And, I mean, I just never seen nobody that big that could move like this and do those things. It's incredible.
Yeah, he is unguardable. He really is. He is unguardable. Didn't matter who they had on him. He had an answer for, he's got size over certain guys. He could take him in the post. He could step out, shoot the three. I mean, there's no weakness to his game. It's remarkable.
This guy is an avatar.
Yeah, for sure.
He's amazing.
For sure. All right, Coach, let's talk some football. And, I guess first and foremost, how's the team doing, dealing with these losses? Obviously, the last three games haven't gone the way nobody wanted it to go this way. How is the team responding to that? How are you noticing them around the building and at practice? How are they doing?
We're good when it comes to that because of the structure. Me being a head coach and the culture right now, the culture is outweighing the fact that we did lose those games. The guys don't want to lose, but they understand and know that we got to work, right? We're our core values being dark, committed care and trust, and I'm always asking guys, and you got to look in the mirror about everything that happens, and that starts with myself, and us being able to do that, it helps, but just my energy alone at practice, my energy in the building every day, you're not going to come here or you won't be around and not work for it, right? We still get to be here. We get to do all these things. And it's important that we stay focused on that and understand that. We know where we are as a football team. We know who we are as a team. We know why everything happens. We're upfront with each other. There's no holding back and not wanting to make each other feel bad or things of that nature. So everything that happens and everything that goes on, we're addressing it with each other like men, because these guys are young men growing to become like men and running their own families and things of that nature. So we just got a lot of work to do, right? We're a young team right now with a young quarterback. And we got a long way to go, but we're excited about the challenge we got to play this weekend. Right? We get to go out and compete against a really good football team, and I think we got a pretty good plan put together to go out and be able to compete.
All right, I want to preface this next question by saying I know that nobody wants to lose. Like, I know that is, nobody likes to lose, but do you think that this team can be better off for what you're going through now in the future when you get to the other side of it, whether it's this year, next year, whatever the case may be? You talk about young group and you talk about building, you talk about core values. The fact that you have to go through this right now, do you think that the team will be better for it in the long run?
As long as we're mature enough to accept it. Because I could tell you all that, and that sounds right, and that's the best answer to say for the media and to be on television, and everyone says that, yeah, this is going to help us for later. But everyone has to accept that. Everyone has to understand and know their part in the loss. Everyone has to understand and accept and know that this loss could be making you a better person on the back end of it. Everyone has to work consistently. Everyone has to keep faith in each other and believe in each other. And when it's time to go out and play, when the ball falls in your court and it's your time to be that dominant football team, it's your time to do all those things the right way. As long as you put the work in for it, then it'll work itself out. So that's kind of a question that most of the time everybody's going to come on here and tell you, oh, yes, this is helping us. Wait till next year. We're so young. We're so this. No, we got to do it now. So I'm not giving them a chance to consistently wait till next year. But I do agree that as long as everyone accepts responsibility and we all work our butts off like there's no tomorrow, we work as if this Saturday is the only opportunity we have of playing, then you will see a better football team on the next stretch of this, right? I just talked to someone, I said, you're either in a test, you're coming out of a test, or you're about to go into one. And that's the rest of our lives. especially as men, especially as football players, like you'll always be going through some type of test in life, right? And on the other side, it's always greater unless you allow that test to defeat you. And we just got to stick together and work hard and just fight. Just keep fighting. Fight daily to be successful. But not just to be successful in football. We got to be successful in our off-the-field lives and things that aren't involved in football, because how you do anything is how you'll do everything. And it's a direct correlation of life and the game.
One of the positives from the last 6 quarters, I would say, is the way that the defense has played. Really, since the second half of SMU on, the defense is. It seems like it's got a new identity. I know that's something you talked about right after the SMU game. Can you speak to what is working now these last 6 quarters on the defensive side of the football, and is that more of what you want to see, what we've seen the last 6 quarters?
I think they just believe in each other more right now. There's a lot of trust. I mean, it's been a long time coming. Coach E's done a really good job of pushing a message, right? I think that I have my own identity of who I am as a man and what I want our football team to look like. And sometimes it takes a long time for things to get molded and work together in that favor. I think that myself and Coach E are completely on the same page, and his staff, and they understand and know how I want our defense to look, how I want it to play. Coach Nixon and the offensive staff understand and have that. And now the players are in position to make those plays. So once we get the offensive guys to be able to compete and make those plays the way they were making those plays last year, to go along with the defense being able to do that, you'll see a complete football team. And I think there's bits and pieces of where you could see it as a full team. I think just now, lately, you've seen it on the defensive side of the ball where they've been able to compete. And it doesn't matter the score, it doesn't matter who's out there. We got to go out here and compete. We got to compete our butts off and just do it one play at a time.
Coach, you were able to get pressure on the quarterback in the Pitt game. Is that part of your plan, like with how you want the defense to look? And, is that doable again at that level that you did against Pittsburgh?
I think anything that you put your mind and your heart to is doable. You just got to believe it. And you just got to work at it and keep pushing at it. And just fight. Just keep fighting through it, right? There's about 14 to 16 drives in the game, and we need to go out there and be able to win on most of those drives, right? We want to have the opponent being able to attempt field goals and not score touchdowns all the time. So the more you're able to do that, it gives yourself a chance to win, and that gives our offense an opportunity of being able to get the ball back.
With that being said, about pressure on the quarterback, you're facing a pretty good one this week in Haynes King. How do you stop him? Is it a matter of just controlling him, or can you stop him?
We just got to go out and compete as much as we possibly can compete. We're going to compete every play. I think he's a really good player. I think he gets better as the game goes on. And once they get into the end of the game, they're going to put the ball in his hands. Once they get into the fringe area, the ball goes into his hands. So we just got to play with good eyes and have a lot of fun. And we got to compete, right? We just got to be willing to compete all 4 quarters, because they're a team that wants to compete all 4 quarters.
I know you've had to answer a lot of questions about your quarterback position of late. You look at the way Ricky Collins played against Pittsburgh. When he came back in after sitting out a couple of those series, he seemed to play better. What about that 3rd and 4th quarter can you build from, Coach, going into this one? What did you like about what he did when he came back in, and how he responded to sitting out a few series?
I mean, I think he responded okay. I think he did a good job. There was no more pressure, I guess. You got to go out and play like that from the beginning. You can't worry about the pressure. You're the quarterback. It's obvious I'm sticking with you and I'm staying with you, so go out and compete. Go have fun from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. Stop waiting until later on in the game. Do that earlier for the football team. Because you have the ability to do that. If you do it in the 3rd and 4th, you could do it in the 1st and 2nd. So just go out and compete and have fun, and it all work itself out.
One question that we get a lot, and I honestly don't know the answer, so I want to ask you in relation to like Luke Carney, and this question isn't necessarily just about him, but about your younger guys in general. People keep asking us, does his red shirt play into this? He's already appeared in 2 games. Does the red shirt play into how much he plays? So not just with Luke, but with just your younger guys in general. How do you walk that balance of, getting a guy in the field, getting him in experience, but also protecting his red shirt? Whether or not he redshirts, is that coming from the kid? Is it coming from you? Is it a combination of you guys have a conversation about it? How does that work out?
So I'm gonna give you a full every little detail of this, right? So that's gonna always come from me if he redshirt or not. If we need to put him in, he's gonna have to play. So that'll come from myself, right? The second thing is, if Luke was ready to go in the game with the performance that Ricky has had already, then Luke would have been already in the game, right? There's other guys in the program that play quarterback that aren't ready either. This is the reason that we went out to get Steve, because I knew that these guys weren't ready to go in and compete at quarterback right now. Ricky has gotten better every week, and we feel that Ricky gives us the best opportunity to go in and win right now. There's another kid in the program, I won't mention his name, that I think might be the better quarterback eventually as we continue to develop them and push them and get them to go, right? Luke has a package that he'll always go in and he can play. So Luke could do a good job doing that package. And there's a couple passes in there for him to be able to do some things. The other kid is going in. We got to get him to get ready so we can figure out when that time comes. But I'm hoping that Ricky continues to get better and better as he's been doing each week. If he can go in, like you said, and play the first and second quarter, like he played that third and fourth in the Pitt game, then we won't be talking about any other quarterbacks. This is simply relax, calm down, and go play football. That's all this really is. But that tells you what it comes to, because everyone's wondering, when's he going to put the other guy? Why ain't do this? I mean, guys, if we could put the other guy in already, we would have done that, right? But I got to always try and do what's best for the S. I think since I've been here, just one time, I made a decision that I would say I shouldn't have. That wasn't completely best for the S. It was what was best to help our offense and their confidence when I tried to go at the end of that half against Pitt. We had 2 timeouts. It was the end of the piece, and I say, okay, let's go and let's go down and try to at least get 3. Let's go score, right? Once we didn't complete the first pass, I should have just tried to run the ball, knowing they had 3 timeouts, and maybe they would have done something. But I should have ran the ball 2 more times, and I feel as though that would have been what was best for the S. I made a decision to try and help the kids and help myself, right? That was all about me trying to go down and score and go in with it tied up at halftime, because we practiced middleweight. We had 2 timeouts, 34 seconds. So that'll help you out with the quarterback, why I made that decision, where all those things is going on. But what we're trying to focus on is we got to go play the number 7 team in the country. Coach Key got them boys ready to play, so we got to go and compete. And that's kind of where we're at Syracuse football, what's going on right now. And hopefully that answers every question that everybody's thinking about and wants to know and have things on.
I was as you were responding, I was thinking we should clip this, Paulie, and every time we get the question, we should just play this answer. So thank you, Coach, for clearing that up.
Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate it. And I do appreciate all the people and all the fans that are sticking with this kid and sticking with our football program. Guys, it's going to get better later. We're recruiting at a high level. Our players here are extremely talented. We got so many freshmen that can play football and sophomore, and you got older guys that are finishing their career out the right way, that are doing it right, that are laying the foundation, laying the program. Kevin Jobity just went, had 3 stacks. You got Tank, who's doing a good job consistently. We got seniors. You got Dan Villari, who's playing his lights out right now. Weatherspoon doing a heck of a job. So, I mean, when you just go across and you just keep looking at all these guys and the things that they're doing for the program and what we're doing right now, it'll only get better later, right? And we're having fun together, guys. Nobody likes losing. Losing sucks. It is never okay to lose. But as you are losing, you got to make sure that the life lessons in the loss are being taught so that way we can grow from it. And I think that the losses that we're going through, just follow me. Watch the adversity. This isn't just for my players. This is for the community also. If you say behind us, then watch me, follow me, and watch how I keep my chin up. Watch how we continue to work and we push. And everything will work itself out the way it's supposed to work itself out because of the faith and the hard work. Those 2 things will never leave. As long as you got faith and you're going to work extremely hard, I will get through the storm. We're in the test. And once we get out of this test, there'll be another test. That's just what God does in life for you to be successful. They happen all throughout just BC, AC, all times. It happens so much in life that I'm confident and comfortable that we'll get out of this test the right way and we'll come out on the other side and we'll be excited and you'll be happy about the program that you get to support.
Really well said, Coach. We appreciate your time as always. Everybody in the chat loves your cardigan, by the way. That we want to pass along that we think you're looking sharp as usual. I know it's a big one this weekend on the road at Georgia Tech. Best of luck against the top 10 team.
I appreciate that. Y'all be safe.
All right, you as well.